I want to thank my wonderful wife, Katy. Firstly, I want to thank you for coming. I'm glad the last couple of years haven't put you off too much. I'm so glad that we went ahead and got married when we did. I know at times it was stressful, and I guess it wasn't what you would envisage for your big day. But I want to thank you for handling it so well and focusing what was truly important. And the fact that you were able to do this stands you apart and is one of the many reasons why I love you. And I hope today we can do all the little things that we couldn't do before that I know you deserve. The last 2 years have been amazing and at times challenging. I didn't think it was possible to love you anymore until you brought Jack into this world, and I saw how truly awesome you could be. You were strong, brave, selfless, and so protective of Jack. And I learned this very quickly when Katy was freshly post C-section and Jack needed to go to the hospital next door for a scan. As Katy couldn't walk, I suggested I would just nip Jack across myself. Safe to say this did not go down well. So there I am, trying to push Jack, pull Katy on a wheelchair, bumping into doors, walls, and eventually getting locked in a link corridor. I would also like to thank you for being so supportive. At the time Jack was born, I was working away in Newcastle, and despite how challenging this made your job as a new mother, you always supported me in pursuing my career. I should also thank Scott for all the support he gave Katy at this time, and I'm pretty sure Jack thought Scott was his dad for a while. It's true. Thanks. But it all worked out in the end, and that is entirely down to you. Thank you for the endless grammar corrections on job applications and your sometimes rather, very harsh critiques during interview practice. I couldn't have done any of this without you, and that is why I didn't moan at all when you extended your maternity leave and had to pick up all those extra shifts. Katy, I count myself extremely lucky to have you as my wife. I said before during my first speech at our first wedding, I look forward to eventually growing old, wrinkly and grumpy with you. As you can all see, I have already achieved most of these, while you are still as perfect and as beautiful as the day we first got married. As you know, my dad passed away 2 years ago. Katy and I are so grateful that Dad was at our first wedding, and I was very privileged that Dad broke tradition and did a speech. I guess Dad was the best role model that I could ever wish for, and if I could even be an eighth like my dad, I know I'll do very well.
Who would have thought that a son of mine could write such touching words? Deeply impressed, Thomas. Katy, welcome to the Marriage and Duncan family. We could not be happier with the new Mrs. Marriage. Thomas, we are so proud of you and so delighted that you found such a wonderful match in Katy. We wish you both a very long and happy marriage. Remember to be kind to each other, and even the most aggravating circumstances can be overcome. I think we should raise another glass to Tom and Katy. Cheers to you guys. Love you both.